Hi ladies and gentlemen, long time I haven't spoke to you. It's been a little hectic, a lot of running around. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about opponents, oppose, opposition, and oppress, right? When I speak to you and I explain Opps, these would be the words that I use to explain Opps, right? Opponent, a person who opposes or competes with another in a contest, agreement, or fight. A person who disagrees with a proposal or practice. That's opponent. Oppose. In brackets, ladies and gentlemen, opposes, opposing, opposed, also be opposed to, in brackets. Disagree with and try to prevent or resist. Complete with or fight, conflicting opposites, right? Opposition. Resistance or disagreement, a group of opponents. The main party in parliament that is opposed to the one in government. Oppress. Treat in a very harsh and unfair way. Make someone feel distressed or anxious, harsh and demanding strict obedience. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been paying attention to my videos, you are more than aware that I've been oppressed, opposed, right? Why you haven't heard from me is simply this. I can't go nowhere without them following me everywhere I go. So I chose to play the oppose, the oppress is what I did. So if I went to the library and they were there watching me, I just took up my phone and I started to take their pictures, right? They didn't like that, by the way. When I went to the Tim Hortons, they would come in there and do the same thing. Do you remember that video that I made where I said that they're hiding behind the bush, they just don't want you to see them? Well, that same day, after they didn't want you guys to see them, they went inside the Tim Hortons, and I went inside the Tim Hortons too. I wanted to charge my phone, and it was right beside this little corner that they were sitting at. So I just sat beside them and I said, oh, I need to sit beside my watchers. And when I said this, he burst out laughing, right? For, as I said, they watch me all the time. Now, I'm going to give you another one. Another time I went to the Tim Hortons. First I went to the library, and then that library decided to tell me I can't do a video there, which she was lying. But then again, she's on my block, so you already know how that works, right? As I said, it's my whole block, ladies and gentlemen. It's my whole block, right? So after she gave a stupid explanation of why I couldn't do the video for if I make any money, then it would be connected to the library, which one doesn't have to say where you are, nor even involve the library or make anyone know where you are, period, right? So a very stupid excuse on their part, making them all look very stupid, by the way. So I left the library this day and I went to the Tim Hortons, that the watchers are always there following me. When I did that, immediately when I went in there, there was this black man. As he said, he's from Ghana, right? Now, I've never seen him in the Tim Hortons. I've always seen him at the library 5 times. So I already knew he was an op. So when I got into this Tim Hortons, there was a chair waiting just for me, little old me. There was a chair waiting for me. So before I could take a seat he said, take a seat, right? Take a seat. I immediately took his picture. He immediately tried to hide. Now, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, is because of their annoyance, because that's what they are to me, an annoyance, I just start taking pictures. So when you play the op that you are, and you pretend that you're not spying, imposing on my privacy, because there's no such thing as privacy, as I told you guys, because pry means to pry into your life, and privacy, see, pry and see at the end, right? Into your life, right? So there's no such thing as privacy, right? So anyways, he chooses to speak to me in this place. Of course, he wants to feed me because ladies and gentlemen, right now, everybody's trying to feed me. See, the families came over, I told you guys about this, and they're trying to feed me. And here is this man trying to buy me food, right? Everybody's trying to feed me. So strange. Anyways, I told him if he buys 10 donuts, 4 coffees and stuff like that, he's like, what do you want? I go, well, I wanted to see if you're gonna oblige me. Anyways, he couldn't oblige me, right? Because that's not really the plan, right? Anyways, he sat there and he's talking to me. And if you could feel the tension in the air, ladies and gentlemen, for when I went to this Tim Hortons this day, I went really late. So I was there late in the night. I'm not usually there so late. So let me tell you how everyone in there were the Opps. So this man, right, that's from Ghana, that is talking to me, guess where he's from? He's from the building connected to mine. Huh, ain't that strange? Right? Anyways, it gets better. So he proceeds to talk to me about certain things, and eventually we came to a conversation where you cannot go up against the government, for if you go up against the government, they will kill you. Now, I would say to you that that is a subtle, if not a subtle threat, to say basically stand down, as if I'm doing something wrong. Gee, I wonder what it is I'm doing that's so wrong. The moment they tell me is the moment I'll tell you guys. But anyways, he proceeded to talk like this. And then this white lady came in and she sat behind me. And as soon as she sat behind me, I turned around and took her picture. Now, what you need to understand about me, ladies and gentlemen, is simply this. When one is trying to pretend that they're not doing what they're doing, they try to keep a calm posture. But this lady was not able to do so because when I took her picture, she was really, really irritated about it. Like, really irritated. And she said, why did you take my picture? And I said, because you look nice, right? And she went off, you can't do that. And I said, and why can't I do that? She said, you can't do that. So I just let her talk. And then she proceeded to walk over to me and stand over me and tell me that I have to delete it. And I said, I don't have to do no such thing. And she said, yes, you do. I go, no, I don't, right? And she says, well, I don't want you to take it, so you can't take it. So I said, well, newsflash, if you are not aware, you've never had privacy. The moment you walked into this Tim Hortons, your picture was taken. The moment you came through that door, you were on camera, right? If you go outside right now and get hit by a car or somebody starts to hurt you out there, everyone in here is going to take out their phones and take a picture of you. Well, storms off and says, I have my rights, I have my rights. I go, well, I wonder what rights you have, because to my knowledge, nobody has any rights. And if anybody knows that nobody has these so-called rights, it's all of you who's in here watching me. Right? Now, when I say they be mean mugging me in this Tim Hortons this night, boy, were they mean mugging me, right? So I'm assuming that was the subtle threat to say stop the videos that I actually portray online. But as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna take a lot try to scare me. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you about something that happened last night before coming out here today. So around 11 something, close to midnight, I was just about to go sleep, because it's midnight. Go to your bed, T, right? Go to your bed. So, I'm underneath the blankets and everything, closing my eyes, getting ready to go to sleep. And I hear a boom, 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 boom on my door, right? So I open my eyes and I lied there for a bit. And I lied there for a bit to see if my door is going to knock. Boom, 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 boom. Again, right? So it does. So then I go, I look through the peephole. Lo and behold, guess what it is? 2 police officers. Now, I gotta be popular or something, because a sister called them on me of concern, and here comes 2 more police officers in 1 year. Now, the whole of my life, I've never had police come in and check if there's anything wrong with me. I don't know, but I must be special. You let me know in the comment section, okay? Anyways, they knocked, I opened the door, I said yes. They said, are you such and such? And I said, yes, I am. And they said, may I come in? And I said, no, you may not. And then they said, well, we're here because there was a concern. I go, was there? And they said, yes, there's a concern. Apparently, guess what the concern was, ladies and gentlemen? That somebody thinks that I'm not well. So, of course, I asked the question that I asked the 2 officers that came prior. And I said, you mind telling me who made this concern? Oh, it's anonymous. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but why would you be an anonymous person that isn't concerned? Now, if you're somebody that knows me clearly, right, I most likely would have to know you too, right? And if that is the case, then what happens? That means, in all sincerity, on my part, by the way, I would want to inform you that everything's fine and I am okay, so that you just don't make that mistake and call the police again. But of course, anonymous, right? So I proceeded to talk to this officer and I said, so let me get this straight. You all could keep showing up at my door telling me the same crap. Not one of you officers pulls out a pad. Not one of you say, let me write this down so it's on file to say that we've been here twice, right? Nobody's taken down any information. Oh, but the difference in this one is this, ladies and gentlemen. The officers came with the camera. Now, I'm aware of the law, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe they think I'm not aware of the law, but he had the camera on and he didn't think, at no time to say, you are being videoed, right? Not that I care. I don't know what he's looking for when he's videoing. I really couldn't care less, right? But anyways, he's videoing me and I'm just sitting there thinking, this is strange. So of course, I kind of got upset and I said, do you mind not knocking my door so loud? And he said, he's not knocking my door loud. And I said, really? Because I'm pretty sure my whole hallway could hear that knock on the door. Right? He said no. So I said, if there's anything else, well, have you been thinking about suicidal? I go, no, never had in my life and never will. Right? Anyways, I was like, if that's all you have, officer, I'll be going to my bed now. You have a good day. And that was my interested night of police knocking my door to tell me that a concerned person is concerned about the kid. Cool, huh? So I figured I should tell you about these stuff when it comes to the ops, the oppressors that oppose you, right? Hence why I made this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to teach you guys about everything to do with love, but clearly because of all what keeps happening, I gotta teach you about all the negative words first. I didn't expect to teach you about the negative words, but clearly this is what I have to do, teach you guys about all these negative words, right? So that is what I call ops when you wonder why I actually use this structure or say this structure. That is what I mean. A person that opposes what it is that I'm doing, or a person that wants to restrict me, restrain me in some kind of way, right? That is what I've been dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you soon. Have a good day.